For myself and my fellow Jesuits, it means making the recognition that as we responded to an invitation to come here, we did not always respond with an invitation to respect. I'm the pastor of St. Francis Xavier Church, Parish Church here in Missoula, and also the pastor of the historic St. Ignatius Mission Church up in St. Ignatius, Montana on the Confederated Salish and Kootenai Tribes Reservation. In my brief time this evening, I have 3 points I'd like to raise. First, the importance of seeking the truth, the commitment of working together, and the commitment for membership dues to Common Good Missoula. First point. After sending 4 different delegations back east to request black robes, i.e. the Jesuits, the Bitterroot Salish with their Nez Perce allies had their black robes with the arrival of Father Pierre de Smet in 1841. Father de Smet's arrival began what is now a 180-year history between the Jesuits, the Catholic Church, and indigenous peoples in what is now Montana, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. And while there are, as we well know too well, many dark points in this history, there have also been points of light and graces. Making an honest and humble search and reflection of this history is what is going to allow us for reconciliation and allow a path forward if indeed a path is required and desired. It will require listening to each other's stories and honoring each other's experiences. It will take honesty and hard work. For myself and my fellow Jesuits, it means making the recognition that as we responded to an invitation to come here, we did not always respond with an invitation to respect. Starting with Father de Smet himself, many of those early Jesuits did not recognize or respect the spiritual and sacred practices of the many indigenous people they encountered. This failure to respect and honor these traditions continues to have traumatic effects which reverberate throughout generations today. Seeking the truth in our history requires us to be uncomfortable at times, but this is exactly the discomfort that can lead to reconciliation and grace. My second point, why do this work in the first place? I truly believe that at the core of Common Good Missoula and its members organizations, whether communities of faith, philosophical practice, or secular, lies the truth that while every human is equal in dignity, the simple reality is that this truth has not always been, nor at times currently, is practiced. Organizing together as common good allows us, all of us, to better recognize and elevate human dignity and hope. As the hackneyed dictum states, there is strength in numbers. Common Good Missoula membership gives all of us this collective strength. The strength to listen, the strength to heal, the strength to change, and ideally, the strength to move forward in building healthy relationships and communities. My third point, very brief. As the religious leader of St. Francis Xavier Parish, Missoula's Jesuit parish, it is important to pay forward our Common Good Missoula membership dues, to put our money where our mouth is. We know that all of you gathered here are sharing your gifts and talents, and we are asking you to also share your treasure. Common Good Missoula needs your membership dues to continue all the good works currently involved in, and others hopefully starting soon. My sisters and brothers, seeking truth and reconciliation requires work. It is work best done in relationship with one another, and it is work that has a cost, but it is a work that allows us to build a healthier community together.